Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, y'all.
It's your girl, Chanel, and yes, we are back with another episode of Keeping It Ugly with Chanel and
Chantel. Okay, y'all, before we get into this good, y'all know what to do. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and tag somebody.
Yes, please do, because y'all know we need to get them followers up, okay? Okay, so for a while now, there has been lots of commentary on social media about hairstylists, their salon rules, and the types of services they will and will not provide.
So, y'all, Jess Hilarious recently made a video. I don't know if y'all caught it. And it put the interaction between the stylist and the client on full display. I mean, they kept it all the way ugly, y'all. Now, the skit was funny as hell to us, but there are definitely a lot of clients and stylists who've experienced this in real life.
So since we are clients, we wanted to get the opinion of a stylist who's going to keep it all the way ugly, just like we do with us, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the amazingly talented stylist and owner of Be Bossy Hair, Brittany Ford. Yay!
Thank you guys for having me. I'm so glad I'm able now to be a hairstylist to clear the air for the hairstylist because people have been dogging us and I don't like it.
That is true. Yes. So we do need you to clear this up and help the clients out and help the stylists out too, because the stylists have been being trashed lately.
Absolutely. So y'all, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and roll this video.
Yes. Bitch, I'm late to do this girl hair. Hello?
Good morning. My appointment was at 9, right?
Yeah, your appointment was at 9:30. You out there now?
Yeah, I've been here since 9 o'clock.
Okay, I was running 15 minutes behind. My son had to get on school.
My appointment definitely said 9.
Your hair washed already?
No, I didn't wash it. I just took my break.
Oh.
So what now?
Your hair has to be washed and blow dried and pressed out.
I didn't know you couldn't get your hair washed at a hair salon.
The directions is on my website.
Okay, well, I'll just go wash it and I'll come back.
Oh, no, you can't wash it and come back. You got to reschedule.
Reschedule?
Because you got the 15-minute grace period, and you're not going to be able to wash your hair, blow dry it, and all that. And I don't do that.
I've been here since 9. You were late.
Okay, so you have to get back on the website, reschedule, and the deposit was non-refundable.
The deposit was half the price of the style.
Yep, $65. Yep, I'm sorry. And it will not go towards your next appointment.
Wow, well, that's a fucking ripoff.
Okay.
Bitch, you're trash, and I'm fucking reporting.
Okay, hang up. I'm about to update my website on these bitches. Hold up. Because I don't know who they think they're playing with.
Do not come with your hair dirty. You need to wash it. Give yourself a hot oil treatment because I only do healthy hair. You need to use a ionized blow dryer to get your hair as straight and dry as it can be. And you need to press it out with a straightening comb, not flat iron. Do not bring your kids. If I can leave my son in the house to do virtual, so can you. I do not do children under 18 because they do not keep still when I braid tight. I do not braid men's hair. I don't need anybody thinking that I want their man. Please eat before you come. You cannot order food to my shop. The reason I do not wash people's hair is because I don't want fungus under my nails. If you're getting braids, do not bring Kanekalon into my shop. I don't braid with cheap hair. It breaks out my fingers. The hair I use is $59 a pack, and it's not included into the price. No Cash App or PayPal. And if you do not have edges, I'm sorry, you have to wait until your hair grows.
Right.
Whoa, that's a lot. But it's real. That was a lot to unpack.
Yes, it was.
So let's start at the beginning, which I'm sure everybody has experienced this, myself included. Late and grace period. I actually like that 15-minute grace period. I don't think my stylists even have that. But Brittany, what is that? Tell us your thoughts about that. Is that realistic?
Yes, I have a 15. Well, I used to have a 15-minute grace period, but I changed it to 10 because I really feel like we make our money based on time. Time is everything for us. And even though it may only seem like 15 minutes to a client, 15 minutes in our world can push us back sometime a whole hour. So I'm very strict on that. If you're over, let's use the 15 minutes, then if you go past 15 minutes, you have to reschedule, period.
So is there a late fee? Because she didn't say nothing about a fee. She just was like, oh, you can't go back and wash your hair because you're going to be past the grace period. But first of all, the stylist was late, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, that situation, the stylist, it was late. Well, speaking for my situation, the reason why when I say after the 15 minutes is canceled, because I respect other people's time. So I'm always on time. So if it's a issue where I'm running late, I will text them, prior to, just to give them a heads up, like, hey, I'm running 5 minutes late, whatever the case may be. Like, I feel like long as it's an open line of communication, it's easier to understand.
And I totally relate with the time. Time is important because, even as clients pulling up to your appointment, when we get there, what annoys me the most is having to wait. Like when I get there, I want to get right in the chair, like immediately. I don't want to wait. How do you communicate that to your client without doing like she did, like just basically, I don't give a fuck, okay? You know what I'm saying? How do you keep it cool, professional, and still, keep that client stylist relationship going steady? Not going to your stylist is like not going to your therapist appointment every 2 weeks.
But that's what Jess was saying. She was saying, as the stylist, she was like, didn't you see it on my website? All of that stuff was on my website. So they're communicating all this stuff, all the client rules through the website, right, B?
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, I am like just hilarious in my head. I don't say those things, but as I'm texting, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it was on the website, but I reiterate what is on the website. Like, hey, on my website, it lets you know that if you're more than 15 minutes late, then your appointment is canceled. And that's it. Like, I feel like by me saying that seals the deal. Like, your appointment is canceled. Like, there's nothing else to say after that. There's no need to be disrespectful. Like, that's my rules. You saw it. Like, if you read like you were supposed to read, then you saw. But even if it was a case that you 15 minutes late, because things happen. Like, but let me know. Don't roll up 15 minutes late and then you trying to explain to me then, like, if you running late, you're caught in traffic, text me like, hey, Brittany, I'm running about, I'm gonna be 10-15 minutes late. Then I'm like, okay, all right, I'll see you when you get here. But if you just coming, showing up and didn't say nothing, then no, your appointment canceled, because I feel disrespected at that point.
I understand, but listen, I'm speaking from a client's perspective.
Yeah.
You took your sew-in down, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Your hair is just in its natural state. Now, most girls that wear sew-ins or braids, they really don't wear their natural hair. So it's like a phase where you don't even know who you are if you look in the mirror. You avoid all mirrors until you get to your stylist. Then after you're done, that's when you be like, okay, I'm back.
I'm back.
Yeah. Now, would you say most stylists are understandable about this, if they have developed a relationship with their client? You let me know you're going to be late. I can let you know, hey, well, I got another appointment, or whether, okay, let me know what time and I can still get you in. So kind of like that, or it's just bottom line, you late 15 minutes, you know the deal, girl.
It's a I say what I said type of situation, because I feel like if I tell you that after these 15 minutes your appointment canceled, I have to stick by what I said, because if I let you slide this time, then the next time you come, it's gonna always be, oh, I'm running 15 minutes late. I don't want to start that habit, because some days, like, we fitting people in and with just enough time to do what you booked for, not 15 minutes. Is like, after 15 minutes, I could have had your hair shampooed, basically shampooed and working on about the blow dry. So it's just, it's timing for me. Like, I don't like to waste people's time. I don't want my time to be wasted. Just be here before 15 minutes.
That's understood. I think 15 minutes is a good time, because I'm usually always late everywhere, but I usually can get there within 15.
Yeah.
So let me get back to the website, because a lot of these stylists want us to read this website, the booking sites, all these rules. That we got a comment from somebody on Facebook that I want to share too. I feel like I see a lot of these, but this is just one particular one that I found. I don't know who this person is, but she posted this. So she said, I'm really trying to find a hairdresser in LA, but baby, I do not have time to read 4 pages of rules. So B, I mean, a lot of stylists got a lot of rules up there. Now, granted, we do need to take time to read it, because we are getting our hair done and we need to respect y'all. I understand that. But the rules, I feel like, to a certain degree, are getting out of hand. So what's the explanation for that?
I mean, I totally agree with you. Like, I go get my hair done outside of me doing it, or my sister doing it. And I feel like some people do have a booklet of rules that's just unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
I only have 3. And my 3 rules are about the 15-minute grace period. After the 15 minutes, your appointment is canceled. My next rule is about the deposit. And then my last rule is about no guests. Straight and simple. That's all you need, and all that extra stuff. Nah. Because I don't like to read a whole booklet, and I don't expect nobody else to read a booklet of rules.
But I'm thinking that the rules have gotten so creative based on the experiences. Like when it happened, that's when you got to create a new rule.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't go through it. I don't read all the rules because I've noticed, gotten more and more lengthy.
But like you said, Chantel, they must have come from somewhere, because somebody must have tried to bring all their kids and all their baby daddies in their rides and whatever else is on the rules. It must have happened somewhere for the stylist to put the rules on there. But all of us now have to pay for what other people have done.
Right.
Because we can't find the rules that apply to us, because there's so many other rules that we just like, oh, well, we just gonna hope for the best when we get there.
Right. Hope we still can keep our appointment, basically. As long as I walk out of that chair and my hair is done, I'm good. I'm an easy client. I don't require much. I do probably need to be, 10 minutes early, but I'd be like right on time, like to the second.
So was that cool? Right on time, or you want us to come early?
No, right on time, because I cannot. That annoys me. If your appointment is at 1:30, please don't show up at 1:15. Like, give me my 15 minutes to get my mind together, process. Like, I don't know. Like, if your appointment at 1:30, I'll see you at 1:30.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. We love that. Now, back to the website. Now, a lot of stylists are going with deposits now. Now, this is new. From where I'm coming from, I used to go to homegirl house, get my hair done, paid her, when we was done, or if she was in the shop, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a deposit. And also guests. Most people with small kids do bring their kids. Or their homegirl, they might have just left lunch, come around, get my hair done real quick, get right in the chair. There is a rule, and this is very consistent now. Deposit and absolutely no guests. In bold, Brittany. They write the no guests in bold. What's up with that? What has happened? Tell us what's going on.
Okay, so first of all, I am the stylist who writes that in bold, no guests. Because I do that because I am in a salon suite. So therefore, it's just enough room for me and my client. It's not enough room for me, the client, her son, her nephew, and her mama drop. It's not enough room for all that. So that's why I put no guests. But when we were in a bigger salon, it was the same thing, because it's like the seating area is not big enough for a whole family. And if it's just you coming to get your hair done, you don't. What you need company for?
Girl, you need that hype man right after you get that fresh too, baby. Your friend be like, yes, you need her right there, right there.
But depending on the kind of style, I ain't trying to wait no 2 hours with you. I'm really not. I'll see you after, so I understand that. But if it's like a little ponytail or something quick, or you getting a little maintenance or a little curl, yeah, I can see, girl, I'm going over here right quick to get my hair curl, roll with me. So, are you understanding of that?
Most of the time, it's the kids. Most of the time, it's not like a friend, or most of the time, it's the kids.
What do you see? What do you see mostly, Brittany, when people bring guests?
For me, what I've noticed in all my years of doing hair, is mostly people bringing friends or a sister or a cousin. It wasn't too many. I can count on one hand how many times somebody brought a kid. That's very rare. I just think that's unnecessary, because I base my business and I base my rules off of me, like what I expect when I go get my hair done for somebody else. That's why my rules are not outrageous, but I just really don't find it necessary to have a whole entourage to get your hair done.
Your hair done, the last thing you want is your kids with you, okay?
Absolutely necessary. Sometimes it's necessary. My stylist has let me bring my kid, thank God. But as he's getting older, I'm like, nah, you can't come. Because when he was a baby, it was all cute. She's like, yeah, you can bring him. Now he like, when he gets tired of that little tablet, he like, oh, what's this? What's that? So she'll still let me, but she know in the event it's an emergency, because otherwise I wouldn't bring them, because that's my time. If they do bring a guest, how do you approach that?
Show them to the seating area in the back, and they can have a seat back there until I get finished.
Okay.
Yeah, or let them know that they have to leave.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, because for one, not only it's just like it's kind of intimidating a little bit because it's like
Yeah.
you do your best work and you got somebody else staring at you. I don't like it.
I agree. I wouldn't like it either.
I don't like it.
Yeah, that's a tough conversation to have though. Like, I know y'all besties and everything, but you think you can sit out in the car? Ooh.
It's a difficult situation to be in, but at the same time, rules are rules, you know. And it's not a bad rule, I don't think.
And they're meant to be broken.
They sure are.
That's what some people say. So speaking of addressing concerns, I know you've been there, Chantel, and you've been there too, probably Brittany, as a client. You know, your stylist turns you around in the chair, and you had all these high hopes and expectations of what was to come of this style. You had a picture, you know, you was ready for this style. You get turned around and looking in the mirror, and something about it is wrong, or just the whole thing is wrong, right? This is uncomfortable for us.
Yeah.
How do we address that with our stylists to make it comfortable for both the client and the stylist? What do you think we should do?
Just say how you feel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't be rude about it. Well, I don't know. With me, when I turn my clients in the mirror, I ask, okay, do you like it? And you can look in somebody's face and, you know, tell if they really feeling it. And if I notice in their face they're not really feeling, like, okay, well, what do you feel like we need to change? Is the curls too tight, or you want them looser, or, you know, whatever the case may be? Because sometimes it's something simple as like a curl being too tight, or maybe the part is not higher up, or, you know, lower enough to their liking. So sometimes it's just little simple things.
I will say this, Brittany. I have never personally had a style that I didn't like on myself. But for my daughter, I have had to address a few times that I didn't like her hair. And I did, I think, in a tactful way. But I still think the stylist was more like, okay, you're not a professional. That's why you brought her here, because you don't know what to do. So you need to sit down and let me do my job. But if I'm not happy with it, like, I want to make sure, okay, this is what I want. Don't just do what you think is, you know, what you like. Give me what I'm asking for. I think I was tactful in it, but they still kind of gave me like, sit down, girl. You know what I'm saying? Kind of vibe.
Well, I feel like that's kind of like a defense mechanism. Like they just kind of like they don't know how to accept, I guess, like a constructive criticism. Like everything you do is not gonna be perfect. Like what you do for one person, that person may like it, and the next person, if you tweak it a little bit, they might like it. I'm just always, I want somebody to be happy, because I don't believe in somebody spending money and they're not happy. Because honestly, everything I do is about the money, but at the end of the day, somebody being happy with what I do means more to me, because I sleep better at night. Because that makes my nerves bad, thinking that somebody doesn't like their hair and I took their money, because you're not getting your money back. We can fix it. So
yeah, and once they tweak it, honestly, it always has come out good. But I know some people that have some experiences where they hate it, get on social media and try to, you know, rip the stylist down. And I'm like, what went wrong? You know, like.
So would you prefer they address it at the end, or if they feel something going on that don't seem right to them, or how they usually get it done, could they say, hold up, what you doing? Or would you rather they just wait till the end to address it?
I'd rather they wait to the end to address it. Everybody does things differently. It's more than one ways to skin a cat. So you can't think that I'm doing something wrong because it feels different.
Okay.
And on top of all that, like back to a client not liking their hair because they bought in a picture and they're expecting their hair to look like a picture. Like doing hair is art. Like not every painting is like a painting. Now, if I'm an artist and I paint, not every painting is going to be the same. It can be the same painting and I can paint it over and over, but it's going to be different in some kind of way because it's art. And I just feel like a lot of people put pressure on a stylist to recreate a style that another stylist did. I mean, it's just so many things that plays into styles instead of just, you know,
and since you playing with no edges and 4C hair, and this is the style you want.
Believe it or not, that's what happens. Like I have clients come in, like what my specialty is a ponytail. They come in, they want a ponytail, but like you said, your edges going. You showed me a picture that I did of another client, but she has all her edges, and her hair goes in a ponytail. So it's like, man, you're not giving me much to work with.
Oh, so do you tell them that? Ooh.
Yeah. You have to be honest. Like, be honest. At the end of the day, I want them to be honest with me, and I want to be honest in the most professional and respectful way, because at the end of the day, it revolves down again time and money. Like, I don't have time to play with you. You don't have time to sit in my face and it not work out. So
if you can't get your hair in a ponytail, I'm not a magician. I'm an artist. I'm not.
Well, you better go ahead and draw me some edges with that Beijing.
I can refer you to someone who maybe can give you a frontal and slap in the ponytail, but that's not my ministry.
Oh yeah, or that's true. Because honesty, we gotta get honest. I don't know if we addressed this or not. The hair washing. What's up with it? The hair washing prior to receiving your style. How do you feel about it?
And let me just preface this. Back in the day, the stylists did not do your hair unless they cleaned it. Now they want you to come wash.
Okay, so if you would have asked me this question maybe 2 years ago, I'm like, yeah, they need to come with their hair washed. But I'm the type of stylist, I listen to see, okay, everybody's complaining about this. All right, so maybe let me change that in my business so that'll help me stand out. But now that I add the wash in, it makes life easier, because at the end of the day, like certain things I do, like back to the ponytails, you know, they're coming in for the ponytail and they wash their hair themselves, and the products that I use to create this ponytail. And if they didn't wash their hair good enough, then the products I put on top of it may turn her hair white. It's just me washing the hair just makes life easier. And it makes my life easier. It makes their life easier, because I know the hair is clean. So my expectations when I put my product on, it's not going to be any product build up, and we can achieve the overall look where she's happy, I'm happy, and it just works. I understand why some stylists do not like to wash hair, because I mean, if you're doing a sew-in or you doing braids, that's already time consuming. If you had a hair wash on, that's adding another like 45 minutes to an hour on, depending on the person's hair. If it's thick, if it's long, it just cut down time. It just depends what you're doing. But what I do, it's just best to go ahead and just add the washing. It makes my life easier, and actually it's not that bad.
It seems like it's the ones that's doing the weaves and the braids more that prefer you to come with your hair washed. Now, for you, is that an extra add-on, or does the price increase or decrease whether you get your hair washed or not?
It's already included. And so if you come in and you say, already wash my hair, well, I mean, you still gonna pay the price of everything, because it's already included. Now, I can wash your hair if you like me to, if it makes you feel better, but I'm not gonna like discount it.
Okay. Well, yes, thanks for clearing that up, because that's been a major thing for, like you said, like the last 2 years. It's always popping up somewhere on social media. Gotta wash my hair. They want you to wash your hair. They charging extra for it.
It's not 1995 anymore. Like,
she brought it back to 95.
Yeah, because like, you know, everybody's so quick to say, well, back in the day, like how you say, you know, like back in the day, we used to get hair washed, but back in the day, we were not getting sewings like that. We were not getting frontals. We were getting pressed and curls, like something that you had to wash.
Burning that scalp.
I don't have to wash your hair to do a sewing, which I do include a hair wash with my sewing, but it's easier, quicker if you come wash.
Okay, so Brittany, before we go, you down for a game?
Of course.
All right, so we've been seeing a lot of things, as we said, on social media about stylist websites. So we want to know what is realistic or unrealistic. So somebody said that their stylist website said that they had to pay for the entire style before the service. Is that realistic or unrealistic to you?
Unrealistic.
Well, I'm glad you said that. So let me show y'all this little video I found.
Why do people feel like they can do shit like that? That's real ass shit. Like, no. Cool, fine. Ain't no cool, fine. Like, if you pay her 45, it's not about. No, you don't gotta pay her 45, bro. It's the principle of the point. Like, if you feel me, I'm like, you ain't gonna shoot. It's her bum ass out. Weak ass, bum ass hoe.
You're a bum, bro.
It looked like she ain't want to pay for her little $45 style.
And she had a 45 to not pay for the 45. She had a whole gun.
You ever had anything like that happen to you?
No.
So that's the extreme.
No, I mean the extreme I've had happen was like a credit card kind of fraud situation, but no, not the gun.
So
Yeah.
not enough to make us all pay for this one person who decided to pull out a gun or use somebody else's credit card. That's an unrealistic rule to pay for the whole staff.
Yeah, like that's unrealistic. I'm very confident in my work, so I know that they're gonna like it. But it's at the end of the day, like that's a little crazy. Like,
That's crazy.
nah.
That is, so stylists, we definitely want your opinion. Please drop them comments below. After watching this video of a client pulling out a gun, let us know if y'all went to full paid service or y'all still sticking with the deposit. What about charging extra for same day services or a walk-in appointment? Is that realistic or unrealistic?
I'm kind of neutral with that because it just depends the situation.
So you know how sometimes the stylist will come in early under a certain circumstances. So like you normally start your day at 9 o'clock, but one of your clients texts you saying, hey, I was supposed to get my hair done on Friday, but you know, something came up. Can you please squeeze me in at 7 a.m. tomorrow? Would you charge them extra for that?
Okay, see, that's why I said it depends the situation because I would charge more if I have to come early or come, later in the day outside of my normal business hours, then yeah, because that's outside of my normal business hours. But just if it's within my normal business hours, then no, like if I can fit you in, I'll fit you in.
That's fair. Because trust me, a W-2 employee, if they work outside their normal business hours, they are getting overtime. So I mean, can't argue with that.
This is true. This is true. Okay. Now, a lot of stylists charge for consultations. Do you feel like it's realistic or unrealistic to charge a client for that consultation?
It's realistic because that's my time. And then also with a consultation, especially if you get in color, it's not just a conversation. We're looking at pictures. I'm doing a strand test to see what products, what color I would need to use to achieve the look that you're wanting to get. So it's more than just coming in and saying, hey, I want this blonde. We're actually having a conversation so we can set up a game plan. So again, it's time that I'm spending to come up with that plan.
Okay, that makes sense.
But if it's something easy, like I need to see how you do
to this client.
I'm trying to think of something easy that you would need a consultation for. But I think I saw one time somebody had new clients, like anybody that was a new client had to pay for a consultation.
Interesting.
And no matter what you were getting. I don't think that's realistic because I'm a new client, but I didn't have my hair done before. I just want to come.
But you're also not a stylist. So Brittany, what do you think about that?
I feel like that's realistic. And like you have some stylists that specialize in right now, like the hair extensions are eye tips and micro lengths. You would need a consultation to come in to make sure your hair is thick enough, if it's long enough, if it's, it's different things that plays into it. So as a stylist, I would hate for somebody to book eye tips, which I do those as well, book for eye tips. And then when you come in, you have hair that's like, it doesn't even touch your shoulders. Like it can't even go in a ponytail and you have no edges. Now, what I'm gonna do with that? You wasted my time and that's a time slot that somebody else could have booked. So therefore, like, it depends on what you do that, we're asking clients to have a consultation before they book an appointment. To me, I like it make it easier for everyone. Like if it's textable, let's text about it. If you want to know, oh, I want to get this ponytail, but I don't know if I should do straight hair or wavy hair, girl, text me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. So that way the client is avoiding the fee too. Because the texting is free. Is the texting free?
Yeah, texting is free. Okay. I'll get back to you when I got time, but the texting is free.
Okay. So we also need to understand that stylists will get back to us when they have a chance, not immediately always, right?
We will never understand that. I'm so sorry, Brittany. We will never text that stylist.
Listen, I need for y'all to understand. That's one thing y'all have to understand. We work with our hands. Like our hands are always busy. Like with me, like once I finish my last client for today, I am closed. You can't go to Target, and once Target closed at 11 o'clock, you cannot go in there if you need toilet tissue or anything. They're closed. So after a certain hours, I'm sorry, baby, I'm closed. I'll answer your question my next business day.
Fair enough. Say I'm a franchise just like everybody else. I'm closed.
Yeah. I understand it, but it hurt because sometimes in the middle of the night you might be like, "Oh, let me text Brittany and ask her." You know you up, Brittany. You can text us back.
But y'all gotta understand too, like just like you go to work all day and you work your job, and when you get off the job, you clocked out at 5 o'clock. You get home, you got your neighbor want to talk about, oh, so let's say if you sell cars, oh well, what about these cars? You don't want to hear about that. You don't work all day. You don't want to talk about that. You talk about business day. It's not personal. It's just we in here all day. Like after I'm done, I don't want to talk about hair. I'm done.
Girl, that's it. Now, sometimes life happens. Do the stylists give discounts for running late or running behind?
I mean, it's realistic because I mean, hey, if the client was running late, we have all these rules like, oh, your appointment canceled. I want $50 extra for a late fee. So I mean, yeah. So that's why I try not to be late, because I do not want to have to, hey, let me discount you. No, I mean, because I would if I have to, but I try to. I'm
really appreciate your honesty. Like, thank you for being honest, for being real, because I have never got a discount. My stylist has been late several. Been late, you know. So thank you for being honest about that and bringing that to the forefront for sure. So it's about communication and respect of one's time. That's
So last but not least, this is a good segue on the communication. Our Auntie Monique, as she likes to be called, has communicated to us ladies of the Black community. I will show the video.
As we begin to walk through the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count and too many for me to tap, but I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of, let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home?
Since you're a stylist and you're a client and you have seen the bonnets and slippers and blankets and whatever else we do as Black people in public, how do you feel about the bonnets? Because I feel like it's a uniform out here in Charleston. I see them everywhere. I'm like Auntie Monique. Take out the bonnet, put on a hat. Come on now. What do y'all think?
I think it's tacky. I mean, I don't like it. And me personally, I could never. But I mean, at the end of the day, like if that's what she decides to do, then go for it, sis. That's how I feel. I mean, I don't like how it look, but I mean, me stating my opinion to the world, that's not going to change somebody and say, oh, let me not put in my bonnet because Brittany said it was tacky or Monique said it was tacky. Like, they still going to do what they want to do regardless. Like, so I'm going to be cute because you never know who you're going to see. In the airport, I've seen some celebrities. You just never know who you're going to see. So that's why I always dress the best, because you just never know. And the sis who wearing the bonnet, you just made it easier for me. So keep wearing your bonnets if that... Keep making it easy.
So she's saying that it's a pride thing, though. She's like, as a woman, you should have more pride in yourself, especially as a woman and a Black woman. From what I gather from it, it's like you're representing all of us when you do this.
That's not true.
I don't gather that. I do see a lot of bonnets in public. That's not something I would do. It's just too many hats out there. You know, you can get a hat from almost anywhere these days. You know, I'm a hat person. I'm gonna throw in a hat. I'm gonna have my earrings on, but I'm still gonna look cute. I'm gonna look presentable, like Brittany said, just in case. And not only meeting someone like a celebrity, but a business opportunity. Like, you just never know what your day is going to present, and you don't want to be out in pajamas and bonnets. And for the love of God, those fluffy slippers, I personally hate them. I do judge you. When I see you out in them, I judge you. I'm so sorry. I hate them. But yeah, you're right. Throw on a hat. A hat is quick, it's easy. You're still put together. You got a bonnet on, you just look dirty. Don't judge me, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all wear your bonnets in public. I still love y'all, but you do look dirty. You look dirty. You look like you ain't butt. So.
I don't think they look dirty. I just think you just look ghetto and tacky. Like, that's just... We all traveled before. Whenever I go to the airport, I have me an airport outfit picked out. Like it's not no makeup, no lashes or anything, but I feel like it's still presentable. Like
you got your airport and it don't include a bonnets. This.
But it's not even just the airport. It's the store. It's the bank. It's a lot of places. Okay. Some people don't know like that this is not presentable. Like this is what they see everybody in their hood or their neighborhood doing. They gonna do it too.
Yeah. No, that is, some people don't know, because like I was telling Chanel, like I was raised where we could not wear no pajama pants outside the house. Like we literally had to be put together outside the house. So it was always instilled in us to not go outside looking any kind of way. And I've known people who didn't have a mother figure in their life, so they're out here just winging it. Like they're doing what their friends doing, they're doing whatever they see the masses do, because I guess they making it look like it's okay. So
right. Just like with the fluffy slippers, them things and caught on, girl. That's why everybody wants them.
So waking up, about to leave the house, and they think, I'm gonna keep my bonnet on, I'm gonna keep my pajamas on, and this is cool. I'm gonna go make groceries. I'm gonna be out all day. I'm going to the bank. I can't imagine that somebody wouldn't think that through. Like,
they might be trying to preserve their style. They might have some rollers in. I mean, there's a number of reasons why they might be doing this, but yes, I think we all have a mutual consensus that it's tacky and it needs to stop. Regardless of the reason.
I'm not judging y'all though. Sis, wear your bonnet.
Sis, don't wear your bonnet, because then they gonna think all Black women wear bonnets everywhere they go.
Won't. This Black woman does not wear a bonnet in public. That one or that one. So you got 3 that don't. So not all of them do.
No.
I get what Auntie Monique is saying. You gotta take some pride in your look.
Have some truth, you know?
Just a little bit. All right, well, I'm glad we settled all of these things. And Brittany, thank you so much for being on the show today and clearing this up for our Keeping It Ugly crew.
Yes, and I really hope that this helps put some misconceptions and misunderstandings to rest. We love our stylist. Our stylist clearly loves us. So hopefully, we can all kind of follow the rules, ask some questions if we don't agree, and make sure that we're being transparent. You don't like it, let them know.
Yes, be kind to the stylists, because they are the ones who make us look beautiful, because without them, we'd all be wearing bonnets.
Yeah.
And that's real. Bonnets and hats for everybody without the stylist. Yes. Okay. Brittany, you are a professional. I've known you for many, many years, and you are amazing at what you do. You deserve all the praise that you're getting from us and elsewhere on your social media. So please, please, please tell our people where they can find you.
So y'all can find me on Instagram at B_bossy_hair.
Yes, Be Bossy Hair. I love it. I really do.
Yeah.
So to keep up with us, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Like, subscribe, follow, share, y'all. We on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We a little sporadic. We mothers and we workers, wives, whatever, girlfriends. We got things going on. So stay with us and stay tuned.
Yes, and don't forget, if you ever want to be a guest on the show or you have any show ideas, we are open to it, guys. We love when you comment. We love when you inbox us. So please keep it up. Thank you for all your support. Hit us up on any of our social media Chanel just mentioned, and also our email at keepingitugly2@gmail.com.
Yes, catch us next time on Keeping It Ugly with Chanel and
Chantel.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah.